Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I won't lie to you. The backlog plan did not work out well. Basically, my desire to sit down and play 7 hours of Monster Train in a single day, it's not high, especially when I'm also streaming the game and it's like, wow, I'm going to play a lot of this. But what I have decided to do is I'm going to sit down. I'm going to take like one day out of the week. This is originally why I started taking days off of streaming in the first place. But I'm going to sit down, I'm going to take one day out of the week, and I'm going to record a few episodes of Monster Train. That day is today. I didn't stream tonight, but it's been 2 days since we last spoke. And yeah, I actually have to check. I think we're on Soul Guard. But I'll update you on my champion opinions. I think that Penumbra seems weaker, but not too bad. I didn't really have great runs to gauge Penumbra's viability level was my issue, so I'm not 100% certain on that. And then Rector seems good. Seems fine. Melting seems strong. And that's it. That's all I have to update you on my my days of streaming this game. So yeah, I'm looking to record probably 4 episodes and then sneak in one more, and then I'll have 5 episodes done, and then in 5 days I'll do another one of these. So right now it's the night prior, but the next few episodes should be split up. We're Soul Guard today, and we're Wurmkin secondary. I did my I was dragging my feet and starting recording. It's a little later than I would like. I had to go and make a cup of tea because whenever I'm having trouble finding the motivation to start something, I go make a cup of tea. And now I have a nice cup of tea. It's a chilly night, and I'm ready to do some recording. Hope you're ready to do some watching. But I picked Exile Wurmkin on accident. I don't care, really. Yeah, I don't really care about Exile Wurmkin here, but I was doing default Wurmkin in every other episode. I just didn't even notice it was set to Exile. It shouldn't make a big difference. It's more, the starting card doesn't matter a whole lot. I find that they're pretty similar. The Reap card's a little better, but it'll be fine. I said it's a cold night. Oh, that's the sound of me taking off my headphones, because I'm actually warm. Alright. I'm ready. And taking off my headphones, I didn't finish the thought. I took off my headphones to take off my jacket, which I have now done, and we're good. Also, if you hear any ambience, it is nighttime in the countryside. There are a lot of bugs out there screaming. There's a lot of bugs out there screaming, and my windows are open. But I think that it doesn't come across yet. In like 2 months, it'll be real bad, though. It'll be like close the windows while recording, sort of bad. But alright, let's get to it. Hope you're doing well today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's begin. Rage Talos, Shadow Arcus, Sap Seraph, Offering Token, Proclamation, Frenzied Swarm, we're Exile Stygian, Exile Wurmkin. Let's go. Dude, today I uploaded like a 2-hour video from the stream. I uploaded the Infinite today. That video was 2 hours. And someone pointed out, you're at the 1 hour mark at Seraph. We had an hour of Seraph and Divinity combat. That run was rough. Rough to play. Rough to watch, I imagine. But, whew, we got one. I'm going to play Advanced Prototype in our starter here because I think it is a better relic. I expect to be slightly weaker in the early game, and this lets me confidently slam all the trials. I have no real feelings. I think that Cult Channel is probably weaker. I think Dire Channel's stronger, and I don't know how I feel about Titan Channel. I think Dire Channel's stronger because a lot of times Dire Channel is doing like 400 damage, and you go, wow, I didn't need you to do that to that enemy with 190 health. So there's now a reason for him to do that big damage. However, Dire Channel's weakness is that he only ever is going to answer one heavy. So you gotta find the answer for the others elsewhere. Kinda hit or miss. I'm down to try Titan Channel. I mean, Titan Channel's the same position. He's only ever going to answer one heavy, but he's more of a set and forget. Also, he's a one heavy answer while also being a 210 health frontline as long as we can get it going. And in yesterday's episode, if you haven't seen it, I answer, can you hatch Bog Wurmling in 2 turns? And the answer is yeah. So I'm thinking if you can pump out 12 infused cards in 2 turns, you can probably build a deck that hatches Titan Channel Soulguard in 2 or 3 turns as well. So I'm gonna play it. And in the early game, you have to answer it. Like we're definitely going to open him up in time, like for sure. And it's easier. I think that Titan Channel is probably a little harder if you start with default Melting or Exile Hellhorn because you have less spells. Slam Trial. Oh, I put way too much honey in this tea. I should really measure it. Like, I really should measure it, but I never do. Play him up here. He doesn't get Ember Drain, which is cool. Same as he didn't get Daze, he doesn't get Ember Drain. So he's just chilling up there. Yeah, I mean, we have the Train Steward Relic. There is no reason to not play around it. Let's see if we can. It's 4 or 5? It is 4. The big problem I find is that playing 4 spells is sometimes not doable with Foregone Power. So I'm gonna discard Foregone Power here because I guess it doesn't really matter, but in my mind it's easier because of the double. Like in my mind, discarding Foregone Power there should guarantee the Soul Guard coming to play. I don't know why. I gotta find a good way to refer to him unphasing, because like I keep saying weird shit, dude. I don't like it. I don't like any of the ways that I have talked about this so far. Soul Guard coming to play? Get me out of here. Okay, I'm gonna take 5. It doesn't really matter if I break here or down here even. Yeah, it does not matter, right? There's no answers. Okay, so I will play 1 Foregone Power. If it discards Frenzied Swarm, it sucks. That's good. Okay. I mean, we're gonna take 5 and that's acceptable. Unphasing Soul Guard is the whole run. If you can unphase him in a good time, it's pretty good. I do often criticize this path, and I still will. I don't like that it doesn't do anything once you've unphased him, once he's a unit. But maybe I should just get over it and accept that a 45/45 is reward enough. Yeah, I'll play Crypt Builder and be disappointed today. Echo Transfer with Infusion seems like a no-brainer. Definitely initial feelings towards this card, I underrated it a lot. Card's really strong, especially with the Infusion, it's nuts. Now these cards... I want to play Kinhost Vessel here. I know what you're thinking. Why? Well, mainly because right now my opinion of Kinhost Vessel is that it's so bad it's unpickable. And I don't think that's true, because I think this unit actually kind of pops off if you can use it. It has multi-strike baseline. And since it's infused, it's only Shell 7. I think we could just slap this behind Soul Guard and plan around playing a bunch of infused spells on that floor. I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm down to give it a try. A little worse, actually. Eggs are a little worse with Exile Wurmkin secondary because you can't play a Reap on your own egg. That's interesting. Quick 10, 25. Probably 25 on the egg is the strat. Shark? Absolutely. I think we're going to look for... so this egg has... When it hatches, it's a... Because I haven't used this unit, I'll run you through it real quick because I actually just never play it. It's Shell 8. And you get a Kinhost Pupa when it hatches, which is a 2-space unit with armor 10, multi-strike 1. It's a 30 attack, 10 health baseline unit with strike, apply, reap 1 to enemy units. The best thing to give it is large stone, actually. Drop Kinhost Vessel, give it like large stone multi-strike. Because you hatch, you only have to give up 2 space for it, which means I could play something else on the floor if I really needed to. And you hatch a 3 space 45 times 2. That seems pretty good. Definitely not giving it quick. I'm going to look for large stone multi-strike and then maybe duplicate it. The big problem I run into with eggs is that duplicating them is not doable. Dupable. Cut that out of the video, please. Endless. Sure. That's fine. Okay, let's see how it looks. Peep the temple. I'm never really going to take anything at this stage. Value Stone is not bad, but, you know. I also should mention, I didn't even really talk about it, but this card, Frenzied Swarm, probably the strongest card in Stygian. Before, I would have told you it was definitely one of the strongest, but there are runs where it does not matter. The Frenzied Swarm is almost certainly the strongest card in this clan right now. It's kind of nuts. I slam Invasion Trial because we have Endless Hot Shark. He just kind of farms. If you have an Endless plus 25 Hot Shark, he just kind of wins combat 2 for you. Is what I have been noticing lately. If I could pick up a card, like infusing my current cards would be good. Basically, the card that I'm thinking of right now is Bounding Echoes, which would not be bad. Oh, I played 2 Echo Breaks down here. It would have been better for me to play the Echo Breaks up here, absolutely, but I don't really need to right now, because the egg is not a required unit right now. The egg becomes something we need to start playing in like combats 4 and 5, probably. Right, I thought I had Cheater's Hand for some reason, and I tried to click that away. I don't know why I thought that. In this early section, though, we're very strong. We are very, very strong because we have Train Steward Relic and Titan Channel Soul Guard strong early and Endless Hot Shark. At a certain point, we stop being strong, probably right around Fel, or Arcus in this case. For now, though, I can be very disrespectful. God, I really want to click on every infused card, but Titan's Gratitude is not a good one. Because it's just going to discard another infused card. I'll just take Offering Token. Shelter is good. It's not perfect, though. It's kinda awkward. I'll play it. I think I'll play it. I don't know how Shelter is when you're not playing Reap and Armor isn't a main strat, but it is infused, so maybe that's all it needs. Reap? Sorry, Etch. Wrong keyword. Sorry, killing off my tea there as well. Don't worry, I'm done. No more long pauses while I take a drink and consider. I don't actually know. I kind of feel like can't do it. I was thinking I would like to look for a holdover on an infused card. Like if only the Frenzied Swarm were infused. I mean, I'm just gonna go look for a holdover -1. Honestly, maybe just holdover and then I look for intrinsic Frenzied Swarm. I think either way. Just holdover. Holdover intrinsic Frenzied Swarm seems really good. Because then I just get to pick a floor. Basically, the question of how does my egg hatch is it never gets hit. I can always play top floor with this if I put a holdover on it. Or an intrinsic on it, I should say. Seems fine. Well, better than fine, I would say. Seems really good. Think about this for a second. I'm down to infuse Siren onto Kinhost Vessel here. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, don't worry. But the purpose of these early runs, I'm not worried about winning these runs right now. Like the first 100 episodes in this series, I'm really not all that concerned with winning. I want to just try things. And there's a lot more to try in the DLC now. Towards the end of the last series, especially like the back 200 or so, I was just kind of like, okay, I feel like I've done everything that I could imagine doing. Every now and then a strategy would present itself, like Brawler in Exile of Wurmkin, or that run where I got to play Slay Prince and I just stacked a bunch of armor on him with spikes. But for the most part, I was like, towards the end, I was like, okay, I've got most of this down now. Finding the winning lines isn't something too crazy. Nothing too out of this world. But like, Kinho's Vessel with Siren of the Sea on offer, I want to try it. I've never even, I did not have a concept of this 2 weeks ago. So let's give it a go. And that's what I'm gonna do. I know, like, I'm sure Siren of the Sea on her own, great unit, large stone multi-strike, duplicate, all of that stuff, but that's not what we're here to do. We're here to hatch Kinho's pupa and then go, man, why didn't I just play Siren? I don't think I want plus 10. I think plus 10 hurts me for the most part. So let's just go. I spent enough time debating about early game stuff. We can leave. Yeah, I'm interested. I think we're going to look to infuse. So from the temples, what I want is I want to infuse I need to duplicate and infuse shark into shark. Does this counter the Ember Drain, by the way? It does. Oh, cool. Too bad about the Echo Break. But we're going to look to duplicate and infuse a shark into a shark. It's really strong for the late game to do that. After that, we're going to look to a Train Steward here. I need to focus on freeing Soul Guard on this turn, which I can do. No, I can't do, but I can free Soul Guard on the next turn. Siren of the Sea is worse than Train Steward. Sure. But from the temples, I want to put a shark into a shark, I want to put Siren into Kinho's Vessel, and I want an intrinsic. That's 3 things that should total 60 packed shards, which put us at about 70. And then after that, the rest of it's just kind of whatever, up in the air. Not going to bother with Frenzied Swarm right now, we're just going to bother with hatching this thing. Right now I don't kill the double heavy, so we're going to look to push the hatch. I mean, that was 4 Shao. I wonder if I see accelerated incubation, if I should take it. Yeah, okay. I was saving this 2 space here for the shark, but it's better to just not take the pyre damage because I don't need to. Like, we win. This thing does a lot. Soul Guard's chillin'. The shark does most of the work anyways. Yeah. So it's best to not mess around there, because she just dies anyway. So we don't need to take that 2 damage, right? I often find myself overlooking positions like that, where I have the ability to not take damage, but it weakens my boss combat plan. I was just talking about this. Do I take accelerated incubation here? Dude, that Ice Empire is pretty juicy though. I have no spell weakness though. I'm gonna take accelerated incubation. If there's ever a time, it's gotta be here. Nah, I'm gonna go Siren of the Sea. I was thinking maybe I do First of Kin, but nah. I will skip. It takes still a fight there as well, but we'll see where we end up here. As long as I see intrinsic, I don't need space on this run. Oh, also the shark wouldn't have fit on the floor because the thing hatches and it's 2 space. That's something that I still have to get used to with eggs. This unit is 1 space larger when it hatches. Post-hatch, it's 2 space, and there's only 1 free space on the floor. So I can't just elevate our shark into that room. But it was right to play Train Steward 100%. Okay. As I was saying, I don't need space on this run because we play top 4. As long as we see intrinsic. If we don't have intrinsic by Fel, we can start to be a little more nervous, but I don't need space right now. I also don't really need energy, so let's just draw. No surprise there. As long as I don't feel like I need space, we'll go draw energy. We have 2 chances. And I was at 70 shards in the layout that I gave, so we're probably going to want to go to... Oh, we can take this one and we'll be 85, and then take this one and we'll be 100. Seems right. Do Shark into Shark here, duplicate and infuse here for our last 25. I take 15 here and we're at 25. 15 here, we're at 40. And then we're at 65 here, so, and then as long as we see an intrinsic somewhere along the line. Okay, just making sure that the path lines up. Crack open this. First we remove, honestly, maybe not Train Steward yet. I'm gonna remove 2 Foregone Powers right now. Talked about this before. Foregone Power is a card that I don't like having 5 of in the deck. Around 2 or 3 is where you want to be. Multi-strike for the Vessel. I am down. Now I just want to see Large Stone. I also, I should show you the essence of Kinhost Pupa. I know I haven't done that yet. I should show that to you. It's armor 10 and strike apply reap 1. This unit's really strange because, like, it's a reap unit, kind of. It's reap 2, I think, on the unit baseline. No, it is reap 1. So it's going to apply reap 3 every round to all enemies, which isn't much, but it's... At the end of the round, if there's 4 shards on the floor, or 4 echoes I should say, that's going to be 12 floor damage, which is not nothing. Wow. Take Sigiled Seaweed. I was about to open the deck and go, can I take sketches here? No, I can't. Let's go all the way. Someone out there has been telling me they're a big fan of Titan Channel 2's Cold Channel 1. Something that I should try at some point. I'll take Invasion Trial. If you remember, in somewhere along the line, I don't actually remember when it was, but I took this Invasion Trial on the haste combat, and my plan was to just ping off the haste enemy, but they were infused and they had damage shield, and I got blasted. I took like 40. That shit was rough. Something to watch out for now. So just doing a little calculating as well. 10 stacks of shard now, remember. They really called this mechanic shard too? God, I didn't realize it until the DLC when people started pointing it out, but like, man, everything in this game is shard. It's crazy. I'm gonna do this. Doesn't really matter. Because we're gonna put a damage shield in front. Yeah, kind of nice that Titan Channel just bypasses that Ember Drain entirely. Also kind of nice that the Ember Drain exists now. Big fan of that. Have I mentioned that lately? There's a way through here. There's a way to do this cleanly. It's Train Steward mid, Echo Break back, Echo Transfer on the Kinhost Vessel should be fine. That should set us up, because I'm not confident in my ability to bring Soul Guard out yet. We're at 5 on 2 turns, which is good, but it's not where we want to be quite yet. There's too many cards that are conditional in this deck, like Proclamation. Remember when I said 3 Foregone Powers so you don't overlap them like this? 7, 8. I take 0. Thankfully, this man got silenced. If I win this 50-50, I take 0. Yeah, you know. Honestly, that's what I would expect. We only take 2, thanks to Sigiled Seaweed. But, you know, just another expected outcome from that one there. Yeah, look at this. Is this just Insta-Hatchet? Ah, neat. I should have played Train Steward, but I was lost in the sauce there a little bit. Got a little distracted. Only this were... I maybe just get rid of Proclamation because it really is hard to play for a long time for this deck. Dude, I love Crypt Builder with Foregone Power. It's just It's just really nice. It's what I like to see. Yeah, I ditched Hold over Frenzied Swarm. I haven't been taking it too seriously. With that card, I actually probably clear all the foregone powers, although I can't quite do it yet. We're going to be in a few positions where I have to 50-50 on foregone power discarding itself or Frenzied Swarm. Whoops. I'm just kind of playing cards now. I should definitely hold the Frenzied Swarm there, but you know, if this loses, like, just fucking end me, dude. Take me away. Sorry, freaking end me. My bad, my advertiser score just plummeted. YouTube's gonna end my life now. I will take Ice Storm here. It's infused, it's a spell, it costs 1. This is everything our deck needs. Return Soul is also very good. Speak of getting demonetized, dude, Revenge of the Darned, come on. Couldn't they name this something better? Well, anyway, I'm gonna click on Return Soul now. Someone comment, another good comment, very observational. I skipped Return Soul once on stream, and someone pointed out that that was the first time they'd ever seen me skip the card, and, you know, with good reason. I think Return Soul is the most ridiculous card. I said it many times, cannot believe this card is here like this. Like, it does not make sense to me. Especially with them nerfing Preserve Thorns and Invigorating Solution recently, the fact that Return Soul got made at 0 is absurd. Like, it's unbelievable to me. Large Stone, by the way. Very sick. And I planned this. I didn't talk out the path here, but I will now talk it out for you real quick. I'll walk you through the whole reasoning in case you're interested on why we're going the way we're going here. So, from this position, we look at the Steel Shop, we see Multi-Strike, no Large Stone because I can't afford it. We come to this Steel Shop, hope we see Large Stone. We do. If we don't, it's not a big deal. Either way, we infuse Siren onto Kinho's Pupa here. This one's kind of a wash, doesn't really matter what we see here. At this position, we can probably just duplicate something. The key one is duplicating before the temple, but we can switch it here, duplicate Shark here, have 2 of them in 4/7, and then go to the Steel Shop if I really needed to find something for Egg still. And then we also saw Intrinsic here. Don't worry, I'm not missing it. We drop Intrinsic Frenzied Swarm. Maybe going to take energy. I'm almost certainly going to take energy to compensate for that. Because we have space, yeah, that makes sense to me. Instead of taking a space upgrade and playing mid floor, we're trading 1 energy per turn to play top floor, which is fine as well. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else, right? I'll remove these Train Stewards, actually. I shouldn't, no I shouldn't, because if it's Crystal Cloak, even if it is Crystal Cloak, we're fine. 2 Train Stewards can go. My reasoning for these, they're good units, don't get me wrong, but they've served their purpose. We're now in a pretty stable position. All we need to do is incant and or... Yeah, I don't care. We need to incant and or infused. Those are our main priorities. And Train Steward does not incant and he is not infused. Unfortunately, that does mean he is off the island. So remember, Frenzied Swarm costs 1. I will hopefully not forget, but it is possible. Because I almost always give it -1. Offering token to even out foregone powers. So I can 50-50, but we're not in a position where we need to. We're at 6. Oh, that unit doesn't die. Just a general note of, oh yeah, without the Shark infused on Shark, these enemies are a little more powerful. What do we have? We have 2 Echo Breaks. If I pull an Echo Break, yeah, okay. So, Return Soul here lets us ping this guy off. Is that? It's at 5? I thought it was at 2 for a second there. And you die, we get the kill because of the incants. Oh yeah, and Soul Guard's hatched. Yeah, that's pretty consistent, I think. I think that we should be able to do what I just did every time before the wave hits. And now it is entirely a question of, is what I just did on this turn strong enough to win the game? I mean, I'm gonna give you a solid, yeah, probably. Look at this thing. It's an 82 times 3. That's nuts. That's really strong. As long as I keep incanting. Don't forget, Frenzied Swarm costs 1. So now we talk about what we take out of this deck. There's nothing that really matters to be added to the deck. There's things we can add, but nothing matters a ton to be added. It's more important to discuss what we're going to remove from the deck. We're going to remove the Foregone Powers, and we're going to remove Proclamation. Proclamation is a strong card, just not here. It does a lot of damage. I really probably should, but I'll just take the incants. +1/+1. This is the damage output is being carried by Echo Transfer. Definitely a card I've underrated far too much. I'm gonna just press enter here. Okay. I think that it does scale quick enough for the Divinity because we'll have Soulguard also chipping in 210 damage or something crazy like that. These don't matter. Infused on the unit. I mean... Nah. Surely not. And Soul Siphon would be not bad if I see Intrinsic. We have to make up... What is it? It's... No, I'm at 100 even. I'd want to put Intrinsic on this, but... You know. I think we're okay in hatching anyway. Giving Ice Storm upgrades is good, but I really only care about removing cards right now. I'm gonna take out 1 Foregone Power. You can stop at 1. No, I actually can't stop at 1 because of Frenzied Swarm, but I'm gonna take out Proclamation. Double incants would be cool. I'll just roll for it. Look for double incants here. Totem Fragment is strong. I'll just grab a Wing Steel here. Go Seedling. It's too late now, but it's worth thinking about at least. Doesn't really matter. I didn't think there was anything, but I should check first. What is the Wurmkin consumable they show you? Is it Shelter? It's Total Recall? That doesn't seem right. I thought that was usually a common. Maybe not though. I guess no, that's not true. Hellhorn does give you an uncommon. You get Rage Serum. That is still I did not expect. Let's just go. I don't really care about the rest of this. Shadow Arcus. Would like to draw my Shark first if possible here, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, we have the Silence Tome. Accelerated Incubation turn 1's pretty nice. Oh, he does trigger Rally? Huh. I guess he is summoned on the floor. Makes sense. I would have guessed he wouldn't though. 15 is 369. I need to hit you once. 10 health enemies will not die to the shark, so we just want to keep that in mind. And I'm gonna hold on to Frenzied Swarm. I feel strong. I do feel very strong here. I feel like we answer everything pretty well. Just have to remember to take the shark into shark trade. I will do that. Yeah, make sure we take the shark into shark, and then I guess I should have played in bottom floor actually, because of Frenzied Swarm. Yeah, that was a mistake. I didn't think that through. That's okay. We'll take the shark into shark trade at some point. I can do... No, is this... Yeah, okay. Cannot do that. Nope, don't do that. Oh, don't worry. I won't mess this up. I'll just mainly focus on remembering to infuse shark into shark, because you can see backline enemies have more health. The 15 times 2 10s need an infused shark to kill them. You're lucky, mister. You'd be taking a clobbering right about now if you weren't sneaking. Do I need this thing hash? I mean, it is a 49 times 2 already. There's a few other things I can imagine doing. Like holding over Echo Transfer is not the worst idea. Obviously not great right now, but down the line can definitely make something work with that. Definitely take an energy here as well. I mean, dude, I feel very strong. I will wait on Shelter. Guess you don't really need holdover on it. Because we're gonna, in longer combats, the deck becomes very small. I think I just duplicate it. I think we have a good case to duplicate that bad boy up. You 1 of 3 times 3? Man, this thing's actually kinda nuts. Something I didn't really think about with eggs until now, though. Dude, they take large stone really well. They're really, really good for large stone. This unit, you know, much like almost everything I've given an opinion on so far, I definitely underestimated. On the proclamation, our echoes don't matter. Things kind of crazy. It's kind of beating the shit out of things, and it's not. It doesn't feel like it's about to fall off either. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. I'm gonna stop thinking. This combat's over. This combat should be over, I suppose. It's not necessarily over. I haven't counted out the math. Now that, you know, should just stop thinking. I haven't counted it out though. It's closer than it looks. Or closer than it looked, I should say. A little more frostbite in there. I guess this doesn't do great in Relentless, right? Although that's more of a Soul Guard only having 90 health against an enemy doing 30. Soul Guard's about to be a 210, so I don't think I have much to worry about. Echoes of the Past is a fun card to take here. This is a card you take for the unit after it hatches, but I'm pretty sure it's better to just take an Echo Transfer again, right? Like just duplicate this. It's a better rate. I can play multiples of these instead of spending it here. Although, I'm just gonna skip this. I think that it's better not to take this card. I think if it were infused, I would think about it. And I'll take Fell's Remorse. 6 attack per echo isn't great when we're not generating a lot of echoes, and we aren't. Go right, take the duplicate like we were talking about. Pinstone Totem is... like, it doesn't matter. I'd rather have Vapor Funnel, but neither of these make a difference. But I'm not taking the 25 gold. So this is a position that we're going to find ourselves in occasionally from here on. And so basically I'm going to acknowledge that of these 3 artifacts, Cheater's Hand is the best, but I don't want to take it. Cheater's Hand is good, don't get me wrong. However, like, it doesn't matter. Cheater's Hand, all Cheater's Hand does is it lets me know what I'm drawing with Wing Steel. I guess that's fine. I guess I'll take it. It's fine. It's a weird interaction, but yeah, all it does is let me know what I'm drawing on Wing Steel, which works, I suppose. We're gonna full commit to Titan Channel 3 here. 210 health. Sure. Spikes 5 I will respect. I really, especially on a double steel wings, if one of those steel wings comes out infused, we're taking our whole health bar. That thing's gonna slap. Like, all this does here, I put whatever I want on top, it'll be dead weight this time, and then I just draw it next turn. And by next turn I mean right now. That's all it's gonna do. That's fine. Play these in the right order. A majority of this run is making sure I don't mess up on Frenzied Swarm, huh? I guess it is. Go transfer 2. I should just... I'm just gonna ignore the collector. I should focus on getting the hatch so I don't take a million from Pyre Wings here. Because now it's more viable to get the hatch than it is the enchant finish. I also I don't think I'm ever killing that. Playing Ice Storm there and hoping is not a high win rate plan. Focus on not getting absolutely obliterated by this thing. We can do one. Yeah, we kill it here. Just bring back Crypt Builder. It's fine. I guess the requirements to hatch Soul Guard aren't that crazy. Because there you go. Yeah, it's not that bad. Okay. I'll admit it. Cranberry, if you're listening, you're probably not listening, but I'll admit it. Titan Channel Soul Guard's better than I thought it was. 15 shard. If you're planning around it, it's not that bad, I guess. I was wrong. And that's all you'll get out of me. Is it really always this easy, though? I don't know. I feel like it can't always be this easy, right? I guess as long as you have something to build around it doesn't matter. Seems doable. I should make sure that I'm trying my best to min-max my incants. I shouldn't be lazy on that front, because that does matter here. Getting our boy incanted up enough does matter. I guess mostly though we're playing around Echo Transfer. You know, other takeaway here, definitely. Kino's Pupa, better than I would have given him credit for. Really the Bogworm run opened my eyes a bit. I was blind. I was blind. Yeah, and by that I mean it's not as hard to play eggs as I thought. I think you can't play multiples, but one egg, easy. Like really, really easy to hatch in 2 turns. Even 8, like, I mean, you saw in the run yesterday, right? It was easy to hatch 12. 12 was not impossible. God, I keep having to think. But it matters, I should do it. Although I guess realistically I could just say, yeah, there's no way he's breaking through this and then press enter in place. Probably easier to think about doing some rough math there, really, but too late. I am of the opinion that you just click on Name Tome. Being able to silence that one harvest, there's that one wave of the triple harvest or double harvest units. That shit fucking slaps you. Give me this. Even with Sigiled Seaweed, I don't care. Just give me an instant cancellation of that wave, please. Okay, as was planned, we go right, shark into shark here, and then we're at an even 100. The shark will do great work for us. God, I love this unit. Is this my favorite unit in the game? It's possible. He's really good. What's your favorite unit? If you made it this far, tell me what your favorite unit in this game is. Who's your favorite unit to play? Since Bounty Stalker got moved to the unit draft pool, I'm becoming a Bounty Stalker fan. Take Cleansing Water. Bounty Stalker's moving up the list. He's very fun. Does some pretty silly things. What else is there? There's didn't end up getting all the removals I wanted. I'm like 2 off, right? 3 off. I'm 3 removals off of this deck being exactly where I would want it, which is pretty good, really. It's good enough. I could have not bought Cleansing Water instead and we could have popped out 2 more cards, but I don't think that's the sort of decision that matters a whole lot. I think Cleansing Water is about as good. Sure. Doesn't matter. Post Deadweight's turn 1 is always going to be a bit of a toughie. So now Bounty Stalker. I'm liking which one of the new units am I liking? Foregone Power away. There's one of the new units that I really enjoy seeing. Oh no, it's not a new unit, it's a new spell. I really like the Hollowed Halls and Melting. But that doesn't factor into this favorite unit question. I'm gonna maximize my influence here. We have to watch out because he's gonna be sapping us quite a bit on the top 4. Oh, does not matter what I return. We just want to prioritize. If I want to put this in my autopilot, I should mention it. We just discard the cards we don't ever want to be playing. Do you have Soul Guard? 13? Sick. He's online just in time. Dude, Sigil Seaweed is popping off. Do you see this? It silenced the Shadewing so he doesn't full heal here too? My god. Unfortunate that we're one off here. I guess maybe I skip Echo Transfer there and it's a little better. But since it's not double heavies yet, I guess we're fine. Oh, and that's right, we have Accelerated Incubation. So we can just play this. That works too. Sure does. Alright, I mean, it silenced. What it silenced doesn't matter. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Oh, I can't play Echo Transfer. Interesting. I guess he does take the Reap. Kinho's Pupa having Strike Reap 1 to all enemies feels really odd. Does that feel odd to you as well? Because, like, I don't look at this unit and go, oh yeah, look at this great unit applying a lot of Reap. I look at this unit and I go, oh yeah, look at this 92 times 3 that I'm scaling. Because he comes with baseline multi-strike. Feels very strange to me that he has that. But, I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, Cleansing Water cleared that guy's rage. Now here would be a good turn to pull the Stygian Tome. Clear that incant armor. Dude, oh my god. Is my am I done? Am I okay? Clear that harvest. I got the brain on autopilot and it's just picking random words that seem correct. That's an incant effect right there. That's what I call that. That's an incant. Brain's breaking down already. The next episodes are gonna be tough, but I'll persevere. I really I took this time to record special and separate instead of streaming tonight because like I set those 2 videos that I recorded to upload after I recorded them, and oh my god. Just like how insane of a difference it made to my mental. I was like, yo, I don't have to do shit. Like, those videos are set. We're good. It was very good for me. Because I usually, like, I have my alarm set to wake up at 1:40 right now, because I've been staying up later, because, you know, I have no control over myself. And so there were days where I was like getting out of bed, setting the episode to upload, and then going back to bed. And that shit, not like going back to bed and like going back to sleep, but like going to lay in bed for another 5 minutes or so. It wasn't like bad for me, but just not having to do that felt very nice. Hey, we kill Seraph. Great news. I know it looks close, but you throw in like 1 more Echo Transfer. This Seraph blasts. He does 48s. So you throw in a few more incants here, throw in like an Echo Break, and mainly you throw in Frenzied Swarm and then Soul Guard lives. What is that, like 5 hits? 4 hits? What is that? That's 5 hits, right? No, it's gotta be 4 hits. 48. 96, yeah, it's gotta be. 96 and then... It's after 96? It's... I'm not sure what's after 96 there. Don't forget too, in Relentless we're building up that Reap for the floating boss, although that won't happen in the Divinity, so I guess you can forget. 48, 96, 144? Is that right? Is it 144? 144 would be 96. Yeah, I guess it is 144. I think. That sounds right anyway. Okay, Shark down here. Great turn 1 drop. Very, very good. You love to see it. Don't play those in the wrong order. We got Echo Break. We just do some breaks. Get our incants a-rolling. Shark applies how much? 29 Frostbite to those guys. Just put that away. It doesn't matter. So as long as I need to be able to open Soul Guard up here. That's the goal. I think I should be able to. I'll play Echo Transfer for sure. Turn Soul puts us to 8. I'm down for offering token bring back here, and because if I hit accelerated incubation, it's nuts. I don't play this one though, because if I hit accelerated incubation, I don't want to have to discard it, but I also can't discard Frenzied Swarm here. So I just play this. I also don't want to miss not Frostbite, Silence Tome, because the wave that we want to silence is here. Oh, what? Thanks, Sigil Seaweed. Very cool. Okay. I want to... So... Point 1 is Hatchkin Host Vessel this turn, and point 2 is Open Soul Guard up this turn. So we'll start with Ice Storm. I don't think it matters too much that I just play that card there. I think it's fine. Now, here's the question. This is what's coming up. This hatches next turn. How much does it do? It does... What is its base stats here? I don't know. What is this unit's base stats? I think it's 15, but I've also... So it should carry down, right? So it's gonna get a plus 30, I'm pretty sure, when it hatches here. That's what I'm asking. Its base stats are 15, but that doesn't matter because its actual base stats are 0, and then the upgrades that we've given it carry through. So it's going to go up to 78 times 3 right now. Soul Guard kills here. 78, 78. I should... If I don't play any spells, I should... Okay, I'm gonna play the Shark Middle Floor. I think it's safer, because then I can incant some. Because currently, if I were to just press end turn, or like incant a few more times or whatever, right? I play Accelerated Incubation, this thing hatches, but we won't kill the Shade Wings, if I'm doing my math correctly. Because it's going to do like 156, I incant once, and then you have a 160, and then the third hit does not follow through to the Shade Wings. I believe. I could be entirely incorrect. Now, what I should not do is finish out all of this thinking by playing Foregone Power. Play these two. Push some damage to the Divinity. Those numbers aren't exactly right because of the 50 times 2 also, but... And I could also silence the incant unit if I were really afraid. I'm not that afraid, though. This away. Yeah. Now it just means that I can play my incants without any problems here. Accelerated Incubation first. So it is just a plus 30, straight up. First thing of note there. I'm worried that I won't kill Chains. Are you worried about that? You might not be worried about that. I'm worried because I think I need Soul Guard to connect his hit. I do need Soul Guard to connect his hit. I don't kill Chains right now. How do I kill Chains? I need to kill this thing. So I guess I just replay Shark mid-floor again. Like, I'm doing all of this thinking and then just landing on, oh, I guess the best play is what I would do normally anyway to progress our position here. Maybe I will just kill Chains anyway. I could silence him, but I'm gonna silence... I mean, this way got silenced. There's a scary... I'm just gonna play Frenzied Swarm. I think if I lose this run, it's 2 Chains, but first of all, it's 2 Chains. Sorry, Mr. Chains, that may be disrespectful. Anyway, we put Shark here and we see what he does. We did clear that lifesteal, which is good. Yeah, I just really, really need an answer to this Disciple Protector, and I think it's Crypt Builder. It is Crypt Builder. I just have to draw into it. I don't know if that goes. What the heck, dude? Because we're clearing the heavies in time with the help of the big shark. It's just It's just the you-know-who. Yeah, so we're in this position, offering token here. It's like, it's 1 in 9 to hit Crypt Builder, and I just don't want to put myself in that position. Chains won't kill me. Chains will do a lot to me, but he shouldn't kill me. Should have played it. He will do quite a bit, but he will not kill. So there's still a single draw. Also, does Proclamation just do it actually? Hold on. Oh, Proclamation just does it, right? 50. You're at 52. So if I play, oh yeah, never mind. I forgot about Proclamation. Man, I talk shit about this card all run. Look at this. What the hell? Said this card was worthless and I should have removed it. Apparently not. Card's insane. Never mind. Sorry, Proclamation. My bad. I was completely wrong. That's an important thing to note here. Like, actually important to mention. I did not think Proclamation had much application to this run, but it does, because you need an answer. This is just going to be something where you have to gauge the damage output of your floors. Also, currently, I don't think we win Relentless, because we don't actually scale offensively very well. I wonder if I was supposed to play mid-floor, so that he didn't gain the sweep damage and just crush me here. Hey, I think we lose this. Like, I know I'm talking like, oh wow, we're so strong, but like we don't really have the damage output to finish this combat out. I don't think, or rather, we don't have the survivability to finish this combat out. If I play Frenzied Swarm, I think this front unit lives. I don't really care. It has the Frostbite, so it should only hit me maybe 3 times? 3 times max. Twice. I think twice. Yeah. It's also a position where if this were a traditional Relentless, we would crush, because I could just let this shark absolutely tear this man apart, but it is not. Last night, just keep playing shark mid-floor. He's an integral part to this. Like it or not, he's putting in work. If I incant this unit and it lives, I don't care. I will incant this unit and it will live, but it will die in 1 hit from the pyre anyway. Oh, I guess not. Oh, because of the Frostbite. I was just looking at the 130. Yeah, that's that Frostbite still. Good silence. We want to put Shark on a floor where he dies, so that I get a full banger out of him. I think it does 8 times too. 20, 40, 7. Is that right? This is 20, 40, 47. I think he doesn't die there. It's definitely wrong to like Echo Transfer for health. I just think he doesn't die anywhere, right? 8, 16, 32. Yeah, we don't get 2 full rounds of Frostbite out of him, unfortunately. Wow, he's off by just a little. I wonder if I could kill him. I mean, obviously I could kill him, but this is definitely a loss in damage overall. No doubt in my mind it's a negative. Could I do this though? Echo Break. Turn Soul Echo Break is off by 1. Okay, we just do Return Soul on Echo Transfer here then. Well, team, it's been a good run. Either way, it's been a good run. Long Divinity combat, lots of thinking, lots of making sure we're making our good choices here. It's been a good run. Either way. Oh, we win. Sick. I didn't think this was enough. Soulguard just finishes it though. Yeah, I didn't think it was enough because I figured the 16 sweep was going to kill Arcane Host Pupa too fast, but Soulguard just wins this. Holy shit, I guess it makes sense because he is a full health. He's full health at 210. I'll play a spell. You know, I'll play something. But yeah, he's full health at 210 and the boss only does 16. So if I whip out the calculator while they fight here, I mean, Soulguard just goes 10 rounds at least, right? He goes higher because he's at 200, so he's like, what? 10, and then you add in like 32 is 190. So he goes like 13 rounds with the boss. So Soulguard on his own just does 2600 of the Divinity. I guess the Kindles Pupa doesn't have to make up a whole lot then. Damn. Yeah, I guess Titan Channel Soulguard has found a reason to be a 210-210. Great news for him. And the requirement to get him off the ground is not too bad. It, you know, didn't feel crazy. That unit seems really strong. And Kinhost Pupa, dude, what the hell? And slapping Large Stone on an egg feels really good too. You know, my mind has expanded a little bit today. This is the only new cards I've mastered in that run. But there you go. It felt pretty good. I'll pop back over and generate you a seed real quick. Don't worry, I won't forget. I'll go to run summary. I'll go to generate challenge for you. I'm doing this. I'll have like a little notepad document with these. Don't worry, I'll remember. PlasmaSpiderDescribe. PlasmaSpiderDescribe. Alright. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.